Well, this May, my garden was looking beautiful. The tomatoes were growing, the peppers, the asparagus were nice and fat, the raspberries were looking beautiful, all of my little seedlings had been planted, everything was looking great. By the end of June, everything was dead. I had killed it. How in the world do you kill your whole entire garden? Now, I should know the difference between fertilizer and weed and feed, but apparently this time I wasn't paying enough attention. The packages look kind of the same as the lawn fertilizer that's rich in nitrogen that I usually use when I fertilize my garden, and weed and feed. And so I used the weed and feed. Then slowly it began to dawn on me what I had done. And I looked at the package again in terror and fear. What have I done? I've killed my whole entire garden. I frantically start to look and search on Google, and it says that weed and feed kills all broadleaf plants, and it goes down into the soil and inhibits the growth of the seeds. I slowly began to watch it all die. And eventually I began to pull up all of my beautiful tomato plants that I had planted and everything else that was withering and dying. And I thought, okay, I'm just not gonna have a garden this year. That's just it. I've killed it all with herbicide. Well, I didn't give up. I kept looking and searching, and I found out that specifically with weed and feed products that they are required to have it dissipate in 14 days. I waited those 14 days and began to replant my garden. Now I'm looking at some beautiful stuff, bigger than I've ever had before, and things that I have done well, like my fertilizing and mulching and supplements for my soil has paid off. You might be surprised at how resilient those little plants are and how they find a way to survive. My sunflower is an example of that. It was looking pretty darn weird after the herbicide, and now it is really cool because it doesn't have just one sunflower coming out of it. It has like 5 or 6 or 7, and it's beautiful. So don't give up when you have disasters. Okay, here's what I've learned in a very painful way. Even though these are rich in nitrogen, they are not good for your garden. Either one of them. They have chemicals and things in them. They're not organic. Don't use them. Just get rid of them. There's too many other things that are available. Now, I'm not promoting any one of these in particular, but there's lots of things that you can get that's all organic, that's really great for your garden, that has like little Mary on the cover, and use those instead. And don't take the chance on killing your whole entire garden like I do. I am so fortunate that I was able to salvage my grow year this year and still have a beautiful garden. So leave some comments below and try and be nice and like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the Figs Fowl Farm.